Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
We would like to welcome everyone to the STEM is Fun from Students to Students webinar. Thank you for tuning in with us, and we hope that you will be able to benefit from today's program. To begin with, let us introduce myself. My name is Daphne Jessel Jackson.
And my name is Aidan Ronan Shah, and we are the representative Form 5 students from SMK TEBOBON, and we are your moderators for today.
It is an honor for us to be able to moderate today's event. For your information, this webinar is a student-based program, which means that this program is not run by any officials or any educators, but us students instead.
First of all, to inaugurate this event, let us invite Muhammad bin Awang Suhaizam to lead the opening prayer. Let's gather our hands and ask for blessings in today's program.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, kami merafakkan segenap rasa syukur kepadamu kerana mengizinkan kami menjayakan program webinar STEM is Fun from Student to Student Series 8 pada tahun ini. Justru itu berkati dan rahmatilah majlis kami ini. Kurniakanlah kami dengan ilmu-Mu. Sinarilah hati kami dengan taufik dan hidayah-Mu. Semoga dengannya kami dapat meneruskan semangat muhibah, silaturahim yang kukuh, iltizam dalam membangun anak bangsa dan mengangkat martabat diri, keluarga, masyarakat dan negara. Ya Allah, Ya Qadil Hajat, sesungguhnya kami mengharapkan agar setiap objektif program ini tercapai dengan jayanya selaras dengan pembudayaan amalan kebat dalam kalangan pelajar daripada pelbagai aspek bagi melahirkan murid berkualiti, pertunjangkan 6 aspirasi murid sebagaimana hasrat KPM. Mudah-mudahan dengan azam dan ikhtiar ini dinilai sebagai ibadah demi mengharap keredaan-Mu, Ya Allah. Allah maj'al jam'a hadza jam'a marhuma wa tafarraqa min ba'di tafarraqa ma'suma wa la taj'alillahumma fina wa la ma'ana wa la man yatba'una shaqiyya wa la matruda wa la mahruma. Allahumma ighfir lana dhunubana wa li ikhwanina alladhina sabaquna bil iman ولا تجعل في قلوبنا إلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين آمين يا رب العالمين.
Thank you to Muhammad bin Awang Suhaizam for the prayer recitation just now. Now, let's proceed. Welcome to all of the audience members who have just tuned in into the program today. It is such a great pleasure to be with you here live on YouTube. On behalf of PPD Kota Kinabalu, we would like to thank you everyone for joining this program today.
Ladies and gentlemen, for today's event, we are joined by several different guests. Firstly, we have invited Tuan Suhaimi Matsyah bin Haji Matsyah, Pegawai Pendidikan Daerah Kota Kinabalu, as our officiating guest. We are also very privileged to have Puan Doreen Peter, Timbalan Sektor Pendidikan PPD Kota Kinabalu, and Puan Faridah Raimin, the Principal of SMK TEBOBON, and also as the hosting school. On top of that, we are also joined by Encik Muhammad Fuad bin Abu Bakar, the Principal of SMK INANAM, Encik Jaini Sabin, the Principal of SM Selara's, Puan Rafidah Karaman, the Principal of SMK Perempuan LIKAS, and Puan Fauziah Janau, the Principal of SMK LIKAS. Other than that, Puan Siti Rukiah binti Abdul Murad, the Principal of SK Kolombong, Encik Muhammad Masni bin Haji Nanun, the Principal of SK Bukit Padang, Encik Al Hazmi Abdullah, the Principal of SK Lapasan, and Encik Fo Niken, the Principal of SRK Lockheed LIKAS.
For your information, e-certificates or Sijil Digital will be provided at the end of this webinar. So be sure to stick till the very end, and please remind your friends to join us for the program today.
Gentle reminder that everyone is free to ask any questions during the Q&A sessions later. Please refrain from using vulgar language or asking unrelated questions during this whole webinar. Take note that doing so is strictly prohibited and serious actions would be taken.
We also apologize in advance if we are not able to answer the questions, but we will definitely try our best to deliver it to the presenters. Also, we will be switching our language based on the presenter's preferred language to present.
Before we go any further, we would like to welcome Yang Berusaha Tuan Suhaimi Matsyah bin Haji Matsyah, Pegawai Pendidikan Daerah Kota Kinabalu, to give a welcoming speech. Sir, the stage is yours.
Terima kasih saudara dan saudari pengacara majlis. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, dan salam sejahtera, salam Malaysia madani, salam Sabah maju jaya, salam sepakat Sabah hebat, salam PPD KK Day to Change. Yang dihormati Puan Nur Sarina Abdullah alias Doren Peter Loison, Timbalan Pegawai Pendidikan Daerah Sektor Pembelajaran Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Kota Kinabalu, yang berusaha Puan Faridah binti Raimin, Pengetua SMK TEBOBON, yang berusaha Encik Muhammad Fuad bin Abu Bakar, Pengetua SMK INANAM, Encik Zaini Sabin, Pengetua SM Stella Maris, Puan Rafidah Karaman, Pengetua SMK Perempuan LIKAS, Puan Fauzia Janau, Pengetua SMK LIKAS, Puan Siti Rukiah binti Abdul Murad, Guru Besar SK Kolombong, Encik Muhammad Masni bin Haji Nanun, Guru Besar SK Bukit Padang, dan Encik Al-Azmi Abdullah, Guru Besar SK Lapasan. Tidak dilupakan Encik Fu Nenki, Guru Besar SRK Lokyuk, LIKAS, seterusnya guru-guru, ibu bapa, anak-anak pelajar, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang dapat bersama-sama kita pada petang ini. Pertama kali kita panjatkan setinggi-tinggi kesyukuran kita ke hadrat Ilahi atas limpah dan kurnianya kita dapat bersama-sama menjayakan perasmian majlis webinar STEM is Fun from Student to Student PPD Kota Kinabalu Siri 8 pada petang ini. Hadirin yang dihormati, STEM merupakan singkatan untuk Sains, Teknologi, Engineering and Mathematics. STEM penting sebagai persediaan kepada murid untuk menghadapi cabaran dan berdaya saing di peringkat global. Kebanyakan negara maju menekankan STEM kerana ia meliputi setiap aspek kehidupan masyarakat dan penyumbang kepada kemajuan ekonomi masa hadapan. Modal insan yang berpengetahuan dan berkemahiran STEM diperlukan untuk negara kekal berdaya saing dan dinamik di peringkat global. Peningkatan enrolment dan kecemerlangan murid STEM ke peringkat teri-teri menggalakkan penyelidikan dan pembangunan dalam ciptaan baru dan inovasi serta dapat menyediakan lebih banyak peluang pekerjaan. Pengajaran dan pembelajaran STEM yang berfokuskan murid dapat menghasilkan pengalaman pembelajaran yang bermakna dan menyeronokkan. PDP yang menarik dapat meningkatkan minat dan kecenderungan murid dalam STEM. Pelaksanaan PDP STEM yang mengintegrasikan pengetahuan, kemahiran dan nilai dalam mata pelajaran serta mendalam melalui pendekatan inquiry, pembelajaran berasaskan projek dan pembelajaran berasaskan masalah dalam konteks dunia sebenar. Murid yang mengikuti PDP STEM mempunyai kemahiran berfikir aras tinggi, bersifat inovatif, berhemat tinggi, berdikari, celik teknologi, mampu mereka cipta, boleh menyelesaikan masalah dan membuat keputusan. Hadirin yang dikasihi, saya merakamkan ucapan terima kasih yang tidak terhingga kepada anak-anak yang terlibat pada hari ini, semua guru-guru, khususnya para pengetua yang membenarkan anak-anak pelajar berkolaborasi dengan PPD Kota Kinabalu pada petang ini. Sabas dan tahniah kepada semua ahli jawatan kuasa yang terlibat sama ada secara langsung ataupun tidak langsung. Saya juga ingin merakamkan ucapan terima kasih kepada pihak Kementerian Sains, Teknologi dan Inovasi atas sokongan mereka ke atas program STEM anjuran Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Kota Kinabalu. Akhir kata dengan lafaz Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, saya dengan ini merasmikan webinar STEM is Fun from Student to Student Siri 8. Mudah-mudahan program ini berjalan dengan lancar. Saya akhiri ucapan pada hari ini dengan serangkap pantun. Andai ada sumur di ladang, izinkan saya menumpang mandi. Kalau ada umur yang panjang, moga kita berjumpa lagi. Sekian, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Sekian, terima kasih.
We would like to thank Tuan Suhaimi Macha for the remarkable speech just now.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off our event by watching an out-of-this-world montage regarding today's program made by two students from our school, Nur Arisa Mirza and Sabrina Q. Over to you, technical team. That was such an incredible montage that we have witnessed just now. As expected from our students, Nur Alisa Mirza and Sabrina Q, under the guidance of teacher Beatrice Lilian Bain and Ustaz Muhammad Farhan Hafiz bin Awang Buntar. Much praises to the media team. Well done.
Now, without further ado, let's start this webinar, shall we?
Yes, Daphne. To kick off our program, let's start with the first presentation from SK Colombong, prepared by Nur Firzana Adilia binti Muhammad Sufyan and Nur Alia Shakira binti Helmi. This presentation will be centered around Earth simulation. Please give a warm welcome to Nur Firzana and Alia.
Wow, I am impressed. That was an amazing presentation. What do you think, Aidan?
Yeah, I think it was such an interesting project, especially the part where we can see how they made the model using recyclable materials.
Thank you to Nurfizana and Alia for the very informative and insightful sharing.
Okay, first of all, Alia and Adelia, how are you?
We're good.
We're good.
Ah, are you ready to present with us here today?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you. On that note, I would also like to inform the audience members that we are now opening the Q&A session where all the audience members are open and welcome to ask questions in the chat box below. All you have to do is leave a question and we will try our best to deliver it to the presenters. But before we proceed, I would actually like to be the first one to ask a question to Alia and Adelia. So, Alia and Adelia, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so what are the two types of movement that Earth makes as it orbits around the Sun?
There are a rotation and revolution of Earth.
Okay, wow. I actually never knew that. Thank you for that answer just now. And Daphne, how about you? Do you have any question?
Yes, Aidan. Actually, I would like to take this chance to ask a question to the presenters. So, Alia and Adilia, state the duration of the rotation and revolution of Earth.
Earth rotates on its axis occurs every 24 hours, while the revolution of Earth around the Sun takes 365.25 days.
I see. Thank you for the answer just now. I have one more question. How does the sun seem to change its position?
The apparent motion of the Sun, caused by the rotation of the Earth about its axis, changes the angle at which the direct component of light will strike the Earth.
Thank you, Alia and Adilia. Aidan, do you have any more questions for them?
Yes, I actually noticed something that the presenters from SK Kolombong actually have one more video to present to the audience. So let's watch the video together. It seems like we are having some technical problems. So I would like to ask the audience members to be patient and wait with us until the video is finally presented.
Hello, my name is Nurale Shakira. I'm from 5PKM, and this is my partner. Hello, my name is Representative Lai, and I'm also from 5PKM. We're from SK Colombo. Today, today we're going to show you our project about Earth simulation model to learn the rotation and revolution of Earth. First, we're going to introduce our project. We use styrofoam for the Sun and Earth, cardboard for the orbit, and bolts for the axis. Now let's talk about how the Earth moves. Let's watch the making of the model. Hello, my name is Shakira. I'm from 5UKM and this is my partner.
Hello, my name is Dilai and I'm also from 5UKM.
We're from SK Colombo. Today we're going to show you our project about Earth simulation model to learn the rotation and revolution of Earth.
First, we're going to introduce our materials for our project.
We use styrofoam for the sun and Earth, cardboards for the orbit, and bolts for the axis.
Now let's talk about how the Earth moves. Now let's watch the making of the model. Using this simulation model, we can learn about rotation and revolution of Earth.
The definition of rotation and revolution of Earth. The Earth moves in two different ways. Earth orbits once a year, or Earth orbits the sun once a year and rotates on its axis once a day. The Earth orbit makes a circle around the sun. At the same time the Earth orbits around the sun, it also spins. Earth rotation on its axis occurs every 24 hours. Earth is always moving. Each day the Earth makes one complete rotation on its axis. The axis is the imaginary line through the Earth that extends from the North Pole to the South Pole. As Earth rotates, it seems like the sun is moving across the sky, but it's really the Earth that is spinning. It takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, which is why there are 24 hours in one day.
The Earth orbits around the Sun every 365.25 days. While the Earth is rotating on its axis, it also orbits the Sun. It takes a little more than 365 days for the Earth to make a complete trip around the Sun. Other planets have different orbital times. It takes only 87 days for Mercury to orbit the Sun, but 12 years for Jupiter to make the journey. The effects of the rotation of Earth on its axis are: number one, occurrence of day and night; number two, the sun seems to change the position; number three, changes in length and direction of the shadow.
Occurrence of day and night. The light from the sun shines on half of the Earth at any given time. That side is warmer and brighter. The other side of Earth faces away from the sun. It's dark, so it's cooler and darker.
The sun seems to change its position. The apparent motion of the sun, caused by the rotation of the Earth about its axis, changes the angle at which the direct component of light will strike the Earth. From a fixed location on Earth, the sun appears to move throughout the sky. The position of the sun depends on the location of a point of Earth on Earth, the time of day and the time of year.
Changes in length and direction of the shadow. Another pattern caused by the Earth's rotation is the length of our shadows. Shadows are longer in the afternoon than at noon. If you study shadows and their appearance throughout the day, you can use this information to help estimate the time. Sundials are designed using this idea. That's conclude our presentation. Thank you for watching and listening our presentation. Goodbye.
Thank you to Alia and Adilia for the extra video just now. Actually, the video answered all the questions that I have in my head. So next, we would like to thank and congratulate once again to Nur Firzana and Alia under the guidance of Sir Ronald D. Nyuklin for the wonderful project.
Well done.
Congratulations, girls. So, before we move on, we would like to remind all the audience that by the end of this webinar, e-certificates or Sijil Digital will be handed out to all the participants. So be sure to stay till the end. And don't forget to fill in the attendance form, which will be available in the description box below. Sekarang, sudah tiba masa untuk menyaksikan pembentangan kedua daripada SK Bukit Padang. Saya ingin menyerahkan mikrofon kepada pembentang seterusnya, yaitu adik Nur Aina Walfatuna binti Muhammad Nur Yamin, untuk menyampaikan proyeknya yang bertajuk Baja Kompos Saya. Marilah kita menyaksikan pembentangan adik Aina dengan penuh perhatian. Majlis mempersilakan.
Terima kasih moderator yang bertugas. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Saya, Nur Aina Walfatuna dari SK Bukit Padang akan membentangkan proyek baja kompos saya. Apa itu baja kompos? Baja kompos adalah baja yang dihasilkan daripada proses perebutan bahan-bahan organik. Pengomposan berfungsi paling baik apabila kompos kita mempunyai keseimbangan brown material dan green material yang betul. Brown material adalah bahan yang kaya karbon seperti daun kering. Green material pula adalah bahan yang kaya nitrogen seperti rumput, daun kering, dan sisa makanan. Dalam proyek saya ini, saya menggunakan kulit telur, kulit bawang, dan daun kering sebagai brown material, manakala kulit buah dan sisa sayuran sebagai green material. Ada beberapa kebaikan baja kompos. Pertama, memperbaiki struktur tanah. Kedua, membekalkan nutrien yang berterusan kepada tanah. Yang ketiga, menjadikan tanah mampu menyerap air dengan baik. Keempat, menggalakkan pertumbuhan mikrob baik di dalam tanah. Kelima, menggalakkan kehadiran cacing tanah. Dan keenam, menjimatkan kos. Ada dua proses baja kompos. Pertama, aerobik dan kedua, anaerobik. Aerobik menghasilkan kompos yang tidak berbau dan senang dikendalikan. Bahan mentah diuraikan oleh bakteria yang suka oksigen. Namun, semasa proses pengomposan, hampir 40% nutrien dalam bahan mentah hilang semasa proses menggaul. Anaerobik pula berlaku tanpa oksigen. Produk sampingan kompos ini adalah metana, menyebabkan kompos menghasilkan bau busuk. Semasa proses pengomposan anaerobik, nutrien hanya hilang sekitar 10% saja daripada kompos. Dalam proyek saya ini, saya menggunakan proses aerobik. Berikut adalah cara membuat baja kompos. Potong bahan buangan terbiodigradasi menjadi cebisan yang kecil seperti dalam gambar. Kemudian, masukkan tanah sebagai lapisan pertama. Seterusnya, masukkan bahan buangan terbiodigradasi sebagai lapisan kedua. Masukkan tanah dan bahan terbiodigradasi berselang-seli seperti video berikut. Seterusnya, semburkan air basuhan beras sehingga 50% basah untuk mengelakkan bau yang berlebihan semasa proses pengomposan. Akhir sekali, tutup dan biarkan campuran di dalam bekas. Jangan lupa siram campuran setiap hari dan gaul campuran seminggu sekali sehingga semua bahan terurai menjadi baja kompos. Ini adalah kompos saya yang sudah siap. Sekian, terima kasih daripada saya, Nur Aina Wal Fatuna.
Terima kasih kepada Adik Aina atas pembentangan yang sangat menarik sebentar tadi berkaitan dengan baja kompos. Dan sebelum itu saya juga ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada semua hadirin yang berada di YouTube bersama kami pada hari ini. Kami berharap yang semua hadirin di YouTube boleh share link ini kepada kawan-kawan anda sekalian. Baiklah, seperti biasa, hadirin dan hadirat semua boleh juga menulis soalan di ruang chat di bawah dan kami akan cuba yang terbaik untuk menyampaikannya kepada Adik Aina. Dan sebelum itu, Daphne, selepas mendengar pembentangan berkaitan baja kompos sebentar tadi, adakah kamu mempunyai sebarang soalan kepada Aina?
Terima kasih Aidan. Sebenarnya saya mempunyai satu soalan. Baiklah, Adik Aina, Apakah kelebihan baja kompos?
Terima kasih moderator. Baja kompos ini banyak kelebihannya. Antaranya, baja ini tidak mempunyai bahan kimia yang membahayakan kesehatan. Baja ini juga tidak memerlukan kos dan mudah dihasilkan.
Terima kasih atas jawaban tersebut. Sangat membuka minda. Bagaimana dengan kamu, Aidan? Adakah kamu mempunyai soalan?
Iya, saya juga ada soalan untuk adik Aina. Jadi Aina, berapa lamakah baja kompos ini dihasilkan?
Penghasilan baja kompos ini agak lama, yaitu 3 hingga 6 bulan, bergantung kepada brown material dan green material yang digunakan.
Wah, terima kasih adik Aina atas jawaban anda sebentar tadi. Sekali lagi, kami ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih dan syabas kepada adik Aina di atas pembentangannya sebentar tadi. Semoga ciptaan adik Aina bersama guru pembimbing, Puan Zita Jomi, dapat membawa lebih banyak kebaikan kepada alam sekitar dengan mengurangkan bahan buangan domestik dan bahan buangan terbiodegradasi. Syabas adik Aina.
Sabah. Before we proceed to the next group, we would like to welcome everyone who have just tuned in, and please fill in the attendance form below in the description box. So, make sure to fill in that first because there will be e-certificates in the end of this webinar. Baiklah, sebelum kita ke pembentangan yang seterusnya, saya ingin mengajukan satu pertanyaan kepada Aidan.
Ya, Daphne.
Adakah kamu suka makan ice cream?
Sudah tentu, terutamanya ketika cuaca panas seperti kebelakangan ini, sudah tentu ice cream dapat menyegarkan tubuh badan kita.
Aidan, tahukah Anda kita boleh membuat ice cream sendiri tanpa memerlukan tempoh yang lama?
Wah, saya tertanya-tanya bagaimanakah cara untuk membuatnya.
Baiklah, sekarang kita menjemput Maisarah Daini binti Anwar dari SK Lapasan untuk membentangkan proyeknya yang bertajuk Ice Cream Goncang Segera. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Saya Maisarah Daini binti Anwar, murid tahun 6 di Sekolah Kebangsaan Lapasan Kota Kinabalu. Hari ini, saya kongsikan projek yang pernah saya buat bersama rakan-rakan semasa berada di tahun 5 lepas. Tujuan projek ini adalah untuk membuat es krim di samping memerhati perubahan keadaan jirim air melalui proses peluburan dan pembekuan dan kondensasi. Tajuk projek saya ialah Ais Krim Goncang Segera. Untuk membuat ais krim goncang ini, masa yang diperlukan lebih kurang 15 minit sahaja. Cepat, mudah dan boleh terus makan. Sedap! Mari kita perhatikan bahan-bahannya. Susu kotak dan Milo kotak, garam, ais, balang plastik, plastik ais krim, bikar, termometer, neraca mampatan, tuala dan gunting. Langkah-langkah menghasilkan ais krim goncang. Masukkan minuman berperisa ke dalam balang. Gunting tepi kotak minuman. Masukkan air minuman ke dalam plastik aiskrim perlahan-lahan. Tidak perlu penuh sangat untuk memudahkan plastik diikat. Kemudian, ikat ketat plastik ke dalam balang. Seterusnya, perlahan-lahan masukkan ke semua ketulan ais ke dalam balang. Pastikan ais memenuhi ruang dalam balang. Mari kita perhatikan suhu awal ais sebelum ditambah garam. Untuk menyukat suhu ais, saya menggunakan termometer. Apakah fungsi termometer? Termometer adalah alat untuk menyukat suhu. Suhu ialah darjah kepanasan atau darjah kesejukan suatu bahan. Unit piawai untuk mengukur suhu ialah darjah Celsius. Seperti yang diperhatikan, suhu ais berada pada 0 darjah Celsius. Kemudian, masukkan garam secukupnya ke dalam balang berisi ais. Kenapa perlu garam? Apakah fungsi garam? Garam boleh merendahkan suhu ais lebih rendah daripada takat beku air, iaitu 0 darjah Celsius. Ini menyebabkan ais kekal dalam keadaan pepejal bagi tempoh yang lebih lama sebelum mencair dalam proses peleburan. Mari kita perhatikan suhu ais yang sudah dicampur dengan garam. Seperti yang diperhatikan, suhu ais menurun di bawah takat beku. Langkah seterusnya, balut sekeliling balang dengan tuala. Mengapa perlu bungkus dengan tuala? Supaya haba dari tangan kita dapat dikurangkan ke balang. Selain itu, tuala juga boleh mengurangkan rasa sejuk pada tangan ketika menggoncangkan balang berisi ais. Jom goncang. Goncang balang ke atas, ke bawah, ke kiri dan ke kanan selama 10 hingga 15 minit. Balang boleh digoncang ke semua arah. Kemudian, buka penutup balang perlahan-lahan. Inilah hasil aiskrim goncang saya yang sudah membeku jadi ais melalui proses pembekuan, iaitu jirim air berubah daripada cecair kepada pepejal. Apabila aiskrim dibiarkan seketika pada suhu bilik, terdapat titisan air pada bahagian luar plastik aiskrim. Ini menunjukkan proses kondensasi berlaku, iaitu perubahan keadaan jirim air daripada gas kepada cecair. Pada fasa ini, air kehilangan haba. Kesimpulannya, projek aiskrim goncang ini melibatkan 3 perubahan keadaan jirim air, iaitu proses pembekuan, peleburan, dan kondensasi. Aiskrim mengalami proses kondensasi. Gas berubah kepada cecair melibatkan kehilangan haba. Proses peleburan, pepejal berubah kepada cecair dan aiskrim menerima haba. Dan proses pembekuan, cecair berubah kepada pepejal dan aiskrim kehilangan haba. Mari kita menikmati aiskrim goncang ekspres ini. Pertama, kita basuh aiskrim dengan air bersih untuk menghilangkan rasa masin di luar plastik aiskrim. Kemudian, gunting hujung plastik aiskrim, masukkan ke dalam gelas pilihan dan hiaslah mengikut kreativiti masing-masing. Enjoy! Berikut adalah kos projek aiskrim saya. Bersama ini juga, saya kongsikan gambar projek aiskrim goncang yang telah kami buat semester lepas di tahun 5 sesi 2022-2023. Terima kasih kepada guru pembimbing projek STEM SK Lapasan, Cikgu Suhaila dan Cikgu Dayang Nurhana.
Wah, pembentangan yang amat menarik. Aidan, selepas ini kita boleh membuat aiskrim goncang sendiri kerana aiskrim goncang projek adik Mansara ini bahan-bahannya mudah untuk didapati dan kosnya juga amat rendah.
Ya, betul Daphne. Saya setuju. Mungkin para penonton pun boleh mencuba resepi aiskrim goncang ini di rumah sendiri.
Baiklah, saya ingin mengumumkan bahawa sesi soal jawab dibuka. Para penonton dialu-alukan untuk mengajukan soalan tentang projek ini. Sebelum itu, bagaimana dengan kamu Aidan? Adakah kamu mempunyai sebarang pertanyaan?
Ya, saya mempunyai satu soalan untuk adik Maisara. Apakah yang akan berlaku sekiranya kuantiti garam ditambah kepada aiskrim?
Terima kasih moderator. Masa aiskrim akan membeku dengan lebih cepat kerana suhu ais menurun dengan lebih cepat.
Oh, begitu. Bagaimana pula dengan kamu, Daphne? Adakah kamu mempunyai sebarang pertanyaan?
Ya, saya tertanya-tanya, bagaimanakah cara melambatkan proses peleburan ais?
Terdapat pelbagai cara untuk melambat peleburan ais ini. Antaranya, kita boleh menggunakan bekas ais berwarna terang kerana warna terang kurang menyerap haba menyebabkan ais lambat lebur. Kedua, kita boleh buat ais bersaiz besar kerana ais bersaiz besar akan melambatkan proses peleburan ais.
Oh, begitu. Oleh yang demikian, kami mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah kepada Maisarah atas projek ini. Tidak lupa juga, sekalung penghargaan kepada guru bimbingan Puan Suhaila Abdul Halim dan Puan Dayang Nurhana Ajmain.
Tahniah, adik Maisara.
Tahniah, adik Maisarah.
Dan sekarang telah tiba masa untuk menyaksikan pembentangan daripada SMK INANAM. Untuk pengetahuan para penonton sekalian, pembentangan ini merupakan pembentangan yang sangat menarik berasaskan cara menjalankan penerbangan drone secara auto dan manual mengikut laluan yang telah disediakan. Tanpa membuang masa lagi, marilah kita menjemput Muhammad Syarul Nizam bin Alip dengan projeknya yang bertajuk Drone Challenge.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera kepada para penonton. Saya Muhammad Syarul Nizam bin Alif dari SMK INANAM. Untuk webinar seri 8 pada petang ini, saya akan membentangkan tentang pertandingan drone challenge yang pernah saya ikuti pada tahun lalu. Dalam pertandingan tersebut, drone yang digunakan ialah DJI Stellar Drone dan untuk alat kawalan jauh, kita akan menggunakan telefon pintar. Dalam pertandingan drone challenge yang saya ikuti pada tahun lalu, saya perlu menyelesaikan 3 cabaran yang telah pun ditetapkan oleh penganjur, yaitu ujian diagnostik pra-penerbangan drone, penerbangan secara manual dan penerbangan secara autonomous. Untuk penerbangan secara manual dan autonomous, track telah pun ditetapkan oleh pihak hakim dan saya perlu menerbangkan drone mengikut track tersebut dengan catatan masa yang terpantas. Dalam pertandingan tersebut, ujian pertama yang perlu saya selesaikan ialah ujian diagnostik pra-penerbangan untuk menerbangkan DJI Stellar Drone dan berikut merupakan ujian diagnostik pra-penerbangan untuk menerbangkan DJI Stellar Drone. Pertama sekali, kita perlu memeriksa keadaan propeller plate. Pastikan propeller plate dalam kedudukan yang betul dan dalam keadaan yang baik, di mana propeller plate A dan D mengikut arah jam, dan propeller plate B dan C melawan arah jam. Seterusnya, propeller guard. Pastikan propeller guard dipasang dengan ketat dan tidak mengganggu putaran propeller plate. Seterusnya, untuk bateri. Bateri bagi DJI Drone berkapasiti 1100 mAh. Dengan tempoh pengecasan 90 minit, kita dapat menerbangkan drone sehingga 13 menit. Dan penggunaan bateri juga bergantung kepada kadar penerbangan drone. Sekiranya kita terbangkan drone dengan lebih tinggi ataupun lebih laju, kadar penggunaan bateri juga akan meningkat. Seterusnya kita akan menyambungkan peranti dengan drone. Kita perlu menggunakan aplikasi Telo. Apabila drone sudah pun bersambung dengan peranti kita, aplikasi Telo akan memaparkan apa yang dipaparkan oleh lensa drone seperti berikut. Dan seterusnya kita perlu menguji sensor drone. Untuk menguji sensor drone, kita perlu take off kan dahulu drone untuk mengaktifkan sensor. Drone, kita perlu letakkan telapak tangan kita pada sensor drone. Apabila drone bergerak ke atas, itu bermaksud sensor drone telah pun berfungsi dengan baik. Dan sekarang kita perlu landingkan drone. Untuk aplikasi Telo telah menyediakan dua cara landing, yaitu hand landing dan tap to land. Kita akan menggunakan hand landing. Kita tekan hand landing dan tekan confirm. Letakkan telapak tangan dan drone akan landing di telapak tangan kita. Itu saja untuk ujian diagnostik pra-penerbangan DJI Drone. Sebelum menerbangkan drone, kita perlu pastikan keadaan sekeliling selamat untuk menerbangkan drone, seperti kawasan yang lapang, tiupan angin yang tidak kencang, dan kadar pencahayaan yang cukup. Dan seterusnya, mari kita saksikan video berkenaan ujian kedua, yaitu ujian penerbangan secara manual dan ujian ketiga penerbangan secara autonomous. Itu saja pembentangan saya untuk drone challenge pada petang ini. Sekian, terima kasih.
Baiklah, kami mengucapkan terima kasih kepada penonton yang mengikuti kami. Walaupun selain daripada daerah Kota Kinabalu, ada juga dari daerah Kota Marudu, Kuda, Tuaran dan selainnya. Sebelum itu, syabas dan tahniah saya ucapkan kepada Syarul atas pembentangan yang sangat menarik sebentar tadi. Hai Syarul, apa kabar?
Hai Devni, apa kabar? Alhamdulillah sehat.
Syukur. Saya tidak pernah tahu bahwa penerbangan drone boleh kelihatan sungguh seronok seperti ini.
Ya, menerbangkan drone memang best dan kita akan dapat satu experience yang baru.
Betul, saya setuju.
Kepada para penonton sekalian, kini kami membuka sesi soal jawab di mana para penonton sekalian dialu-alukan untuk mengemukakan sebarang soalan kepada pembentang. Tapi sebelum itu, Syarul.
Ya, Aidan.
Adakah kamu bersedia untuk menjawab soalan?
Weh, sedia-sedia. Saya akan cuba apa yang saya mampu.
Okey.
Okey.
Jadi soalan pertama, adakah drone yang digunakan boleh diterbangkan dalam keadaan yang gelap?
Sepertinya tidak, sebab drone DJI Stellar drone ni dia menggunakan sensor. DJI Stellar drone tidak menggunakan GPS. Jadi bila kita bergantung kepada sensor ni, sensor akan mengimbas keadaan sekeliling, sensor akan mengesan kehadiran cahaya yang cukup sebelum drone kita take off.
Begitu.
Ya.
Dan kepada Devni pula, adakah kamu mempunyai sebarang pertanyaan untuk Syarul?
Ya, Aidan, saya mempunyai satu pertanyaan kepada Syarul. Syarul, apakah langkah-langkah keselamatan yang perlu diambil kira sebelum anda menerbangkan drone?
Sebelum kita menerbangkan drone, kita mesti memeriksa keadaan sekeliling kita. Pastikan keadaan sekeliling kita selamat untuk menerbangkan drone, seperti kawasan yang terbuka, kawasan yang cukup cahaya dan kawasan yang tidak kuat angin. Dan kita kena pastikan juga kawasan sekeliling kita ni tidak ramai orang dan kalau boleh tidak berdekatan dengan kawasan-kawasan larangan seperti airport dan balai polis.
Begitu. Syarul, selepas ini bolehkah saya dan Aidan berjumpa dengan kamu untuk bermain drone sama-sama?
Weh, boleh, sila.
Aidan, ada soalan lagi?
Ya, Syarul, nampaknya seperti kamu sangat berpengalaman dalam menerbangkan drone ini. Dari sepanjang kamu menerbangkan drone ini, apakah aras ketinggian yang paling tinggi drone ini boleh capai?
Untuk DJI Stellar drone ni, dalam skop DJI Stellar drone, DJI Stellar drone mampu terbang ketinggian maksimum kalau tidak silap saya 30 meter.
30 meter. Nampaknya ketinggiannya begitu tinggi sekali. Dan saya juga ada soalan yang terakhir untuk Syarul.
Ya, Aidan silakan.
Jadi bagaimanakah drone ini boleh digunakan sebagai aktiviti dalam mata pelajaran akademik di dalam kelas?
Pada pendapat saya, dengan drone ni mungkin kita boleh mengajarkan tentang coding sebab DJI Stellar drone pun ada menyediakan drone blocks, iaitu coding untuk menerbangkan drone. Dan mungkin drone blocks ni boleh diajar dalam silibus mata pelajaran ASK untuk mendengar rendah, di mana diorang ada belajar Scratch. Dan untuk drone blocks ni dia punya konsep dia sama seperti Scratch. Jadi mungkin guru-guru boleh menggunakan drone untuk ajar para pelajar dan sekaligus mungkin pembelajaran ASK akan tambah menarik.
Betul itu Syarul, saya setuju. Sekiranya drone ini diimplementasikan dalam pembelajaran, saya setuju bahawa pelajar-pelajar juga akan lebih tertarik untuk mengikuti pembelajaran di dalam kelas. Dan nampaknya berakhir di situ saja pembentangan daripada Syarul dari SMK INANAM. Sekali lagi kami ingin mengucapkan sekali lagi kami ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada dan tahniah kepada Syarul daripada SMK INANAM dan tidak dilupakan juga guru pembimbing Projek Drone Challenge Cikgu Aisyah binti Abdul Rahman kerana telah mengemukakan semua projek yang amat menarik khususnya kepada generasi muda pada masa kini.
To everyone, just a friendly reminder, please don't forget to fill in the attendance form which will be available in the description and chat box below. Now, over to you, Aidan.
So, without wasting any more time, let's continue our program with the next presentation. For your information, the presenter is from SM Stella Maris, and in my opinion, the project here already looks very interesting, especially for us biology students. What do you think, Daphne?
I agree with you. Let's invite our next presenter, Nur Farzana Nadia binti Muhammad Atan, Andrea May Beni Dasti, Nurlina binti Muhammad Halim, and Siantra Brito, with their project exploring the fluid mosaic model, unraveling the dynamic nature of cell membranes in 3D. Now, without further ado, let us proceed with their presentation. Girls, I hand over the mic to you.
Hello everyone, we are from SM Salam Malaysia presenting Fluid Mosaic Model. Our group members are Nurlina, Farzana, Sirentra, and Ramesh. Our project title is Exploring the Fluid Mosaic Model, Unraveling the Dynamic Nature of Cell Membranes in 3D. We created this model for providing a captive approach to understanding cell membranes. These 3D models, which is Fluid Mosaic Model, was constructed to address the limitations of theoretical explanation. By visually representing the dynamic natures of the Fluid Mosaic Model, we and other students can gain a comprehensive comprehension of the intricate structure and behaviors of cell membrane. The main component for Fluid Mosaic Model is phospholipid bilayers. Phospholipid bilayers is a thin polymer membrane and it is made with 2 layers of phospholipid molecules. Up here and at the bottom, the membranes are flat sheets that form a continuous barriers around all cells. Phospholipid bilayers is the barriers that keep ions, protein, and other molecules that are needed, and also prevents other unnecessary molecules from diffusing through the plasma membrane. Each phospholipid bilayers molecules are only a few nanometers from each other. Other than that, phospholipid bilayers molecule consists of a polar head and a non-polar tail. The polar head is hydrophilic, which means it is attracted to water, and the non-polar tail is hydrophobic, which means it repels water. The head in the outer layer faces the extracellular fluid, and the head in the inner layer faces the cytoplasm. There are various types of protein molecules embedded in partially or fully within the membrane. The protein molecules are widely dispersed between the phospholipid bilayer. The protein molecules with channels or canals are known as channel proteins, whereas the protein molecules that function as carriers are called carrier proteins. Both of these proteins are included in facilitated division. Channel proteins form channels or canals. The channels have specific internal characteristics that only allow specific ions to pass through it. Substances such as small polar molecules and ions will diffuse across the plasma membrane one at a time. Carrier protein has specific sites that can only bind to a specific molecule. This protein is responsible for the division of sugars and amino acids across the plasma membrane. Glycolipids are lipids with a carbohydrate attached by glycosidic called the bond. It is to maintain the stability of the cell membrane and to facilitate cellular recognition, which is crucial to the immune response and in the connection that allows cells to connect to one another to form tissues. Glycoprotein is a compound containing carbohydrates which are also often important integral membrane proteins where they play a role in cell-to-cell interaction. Glycoproteins vary greatly in composition in making many different compounds such as antibodies or hormones. Lastly is the cholesterol. The cholesterol interacts with the fatty acid cells of phospholipids to moderate the properties of the membrane. Cholesterol functions to mobilize the outer surface of the membrane, reducing fluidity. It also stabilizes the cell membrane and makes the phospholipid bilayer stronger, more flexible, and also makes the membrane less permeable to very small water-soluble substances that would otherwise freely cross, such as ions. In addition, it functions to separate phospholipid cells to prevent crystallization of the membrane. Cultural also helps to prepare local bodies by forming high-density lipid wraps capable of anchoring the protein. Where cultural, phospholipids in the cells start to get closer together when exposed to cold, making it more difficult for small molecules like gases to squeeze in between the phospholipids that they know they do.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind everyone to fill in the attendance box that is available on the chat box below. You can scroll up on the chat box to get the link. Now, Aidan, while waiting for presenters from SM Salam Malaysia to come in,
Yes.
can we have a few chit-chats with each other?
Yes, definitely. What do you want to talk about?
I actually want to ask your opinion. Which do you prefer the most? Individual work or group work?
In my opinion and based from my experience, I think that I do prefer group work over individual work. I think because it really allows me to communicate with other students and it really helped me to learn about new things that I didn't know before. If I just stick to myself throughout the whole time in school, I think I'll lose so much great opportunities to learn great things from great people.
I see. I do agree with you because when we are doing group work, we can divide our tasks and it will be easier for us, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Um, so it looks like they are not here yet. How about I tell you and the audience about the importance of STEM?
Yes, definitely. Please go on.
So, STEM is an acronym that stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Oh, looks like they are here, Aidan.
Yeah. So welcome, Andrea and Nurulina.
Hello, girls.
Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. So before we start with the Q&A, Andrea and Nurulina, are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Before that, how are you doing, girls?
We are doing well. Thank you for asking.
The presentation just now was really interesting. I never knew such invention could exist until now.
Yeah. Right. Even though we are biology students too, I do think that the model really helped us to understand the membrane cells even more. And on that note, let's continue with the Q&A session. How about you, Daphne? Do you have any question to the presenters?
Well, I'm going to ask the question for the presenter. I would like to remind the audience members that you can feel free to ask any questions and we will try our best to deliver it. So, girls, are you ready to answer my question?
Yes, we are ready.
Alright, so my first question is why is the fluid mosaic model important for understanding how cell membranes work?
Thank you, moderator, for the question. The fluid mosaic model is important for understanding how cell membrane work because it describes the membrane as a dynamic fluid like structure composed of various molecules.
and it helps us to understand how these molecules, such as lipids, protein, and carbohydrate, interact and move within the membrane, regulating the passage of substance in and out of the cell.
That's a great answer for you. I do agree that this model could be very helpful to help students to understand how the cell membranes work.
Yes, and on that note, I would like to ask, how does the 3D model help students to see and learn about the structure and the behavior of cell membranes in an easier way?
Thank you, moderator, for the question. The 3D model helps us to see and learn about the structure and behavior of cell membranes in an easier way because it provides a visual representation.
By visually depicting the dynamic nature of the fluid physics model, it allows us to observe and understand how the molecules in the membrane move and interact with each other. This visual representation enhances our comprehension and facilitates a clearer understanding of cell membrane function.
I see.
And while watching the presentation earlier, I actually saw something that really caught my interest, which is the non-polar tail. Uh, if I could probably ask you, what is one characteristic of a non-polar tail?
One characteristic of non-volatile is hydrophobic.
Well, thank you. And how about you, Daphne? Do you have another question for the girls?
Yes, we have a final question for the girls. Girls, give me one example of a large molecule that goes through the plasma membrane by transportation. Sorry, let me repeat my question.
Okay.
Girls, give me one example of a large molecule that goes through the plasma membrane by carrier protein for transportation.
Thank you so much for the question, moderator. One example of a large molecule that goes through the plasma membrane by carrier protein for transportation is glucose.
I see. Thank you for the answer just now. It was very clear and informative. And that is going to conclude the amazing presentation by Nur Farzana Nadia binti Muhammad Atang, Andrea Melbani Dasti, Durlina binti Muhammad Halim, and Sientra Britro from SM Salam Malaysia. Congratulations, girls.
Congrats.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Now, putting all of that aside, I would like to remind the audience again that the attendance form is now open and you may fill it in through the link in the description box or on the live chat.
And I would also like to remind that e-certificates will be provided in the end of this seminar. So be sure to fill in the attendance form. Sijil digital akan diberikan kepada semua penonton dan hadirin program kita pada hari ini. Oleh itu, pastikan anda telah mengisi borang kehadiran pada pautan yang terdapat di kotak deskripsi ataupun pada kotak chat di bawah.
Now, let's move on to the presentation from SMK TEBOBON, prepared by Sarah Alia, Nastatin Vulan, Sabrina Q, and Siti Khadijah. With Sarah Alia as the group leader who is inventing their project titled Elevating Cluster Housing, Unveiling Breakthrough Innovation. Now, I don't know about you, Aidan, but the title of the project already caught my interest.
Yeah, I thought about the very same thing, Daphne. And I wonder, what is this project really about? So, without further ado, let's proceed with the presentation. Girls, I hand over the microphone to you.
Moderators, the teachers, and all my beloved friends. I am Sarah Alia from SMK TEBOBON, and today I am going to present a physics project that my friends and I did. But as a representative, I will be presenting for them. let's get on with the presentation. Our project title is Elevating Cluster Housing, Unveiling Breakthrough Innovations. In this cluster house model that we have innovated, a harmonious blend of design and sustainability takes center stage. The concept revolves around optimizing the living environment by incorporating elements such as good ventilation, light-colored walls, solar systems, diverse plant life, and efficient exhaust systems. Upon observation, it has come to our attention that cluster residences exhibit inadequate airflow, which poses a significant concern, particularly during the occurrence of the El Niño phenomenon, leading to undesirable thermal conditions within the premises. Consequently, we have undertaken a process of innovative enhancement to ensure the perpetual comfort and optimal ventilation for the inhabitants of these cluster houses. For this cluster house model, there are multiple items that we need, which are mounting boards, glue gun, ice cream sticks, fake grass, clear book wrapper, and skewers, which all cost approximately 42 ringgits and 40 cents. Behold, our innovative cluster house model, which deviates from the conventional norms. Typically, cluster houses feature somber-hued exteriors and employ zinc, a type of metal, for their roofs. Furthermore, these abodes often lack any verdant foliage in their surroundings, and, regrettably, seldom incorporate solar systems, leading to suboptimal energy efficiency. In stark contrast, our revolutionary cluster house model showcases a profusion of diverse botanical specimens. We have ingeniously implemented the hydroponic technique to cultivate a flourishing rooftop garden. This hydroponic approach offers many advantages, including time efficiency, exceptional safety measures, and optimized space utilization. Hence, the rooftop emerges as an ideal haven for these verdant displays. Moreover, this method amplifies the plant's growth rate, surpassing that of traditional soil-based cultivation. This model abode embraces a plethora of generously sized windows, ensuring seamless airflow and ventilation. Additionally, the walls, resplendent in light hues, serve the dual purpose of aesthetic appeal and thermoregulation. In contrast with our darker counterparts, which tend to absorb copious amounts of heat, these light-colored walls mitigate heat absorption, preventing discomfort and ensuring a cool and pleasant living environment for the inhabitants. Moreover, our visionary house model boasts cutting-edge solar panels, harnessing the sun's energy during daylight hours. Consequently, occupants can significantly reduce their reliance on conventional electricity sources, leading to substantial cost savings. Additionally, during unforeseen power outages, the presence of backup power enables uninterrupted functionality within the dwelling. In summary, our avant-garde cluster house model encompasses the following distinguishing features. Walls adorned in soothing light tones, abundance of expansive windows facilitating optimal airflow, lush and diverse botanical oasis, state-of-the-art solar panel installation, implementation of wood materials for walls ensuring enhanced cooling properties and minimal heat absorption, employment of brick for rooftops, a choice that offers superior heat insulation properties. By embracing these innovative elements, our cluster house model epitomizes sustainability, comfort, and progressive living standards. Overall, the sophisticated cluster house innovation prioritizes the well-being of its residents through thoughtful design choices. By combining good ventilation, light-colored walls, solar systems, diverse plant life, and efficient exhaust systems, this concept harmonizes aesthetics, sustainability, and a nurturing living experience. In conclusion, the innovation demonstrated by the cluster house epitomizes a remarkable stride towards redefining contemporary residential architecture. Its dynamic integration of cutting-edge design principles, state-of-the-art technologies, and thoughtful spatial arrangements has culminated in an avant-garde housing concept that transcends conventional paradigms. By fostering an unparalleled sense of community, promoting sustainability, and optimizing resource utilization, the cluster house stands as a testament to the relentless pursuit of architectural excellence and the visionary aspirations driving the evolution of urban living. As we venture forward, buoyed by the lessons learned and unwavering commitment to innovation, we eagerly anticipate the continued refinement and transformative impact of the cluster house paradigm, fostering an inspiring legacy for generations to come.
Wow! Thank you and well done to Sarah Alia for the spectacular presentation on the Cluster House project just now. However, Sarah can't join us today due to some problems. But I must say that I am very interested into the topic of improvising the standard, spending too much on the clock.
Yeah, I agree with you, Daphne. I'm sure you're not the only one who is hooked on the presentation. I'm sure the audience members are also very interested in the project. On that note, I would like to inform the audience members that the Q&A session is now open where you are able to ask questions to the presenter. So feel free to ask any questions in the chat box below. But before we proceed, I would like to be the first one to ask a question. So, Sabrina, Khadija, and Nastatin, are you ready?
Before that, Aidan,
Yes.
girls, how are you doing?
Good. We're doing fine.
First, can I ask you, how do you inspire to make this project?
The weather right now is hot, which is caused by global warming. So this project is one of the ways to overcome this situation.
I see. I agree with you. I'm sorry, Aidan, you can continue asking your questions.
Yeah, it's okay, Daphne. Okay, so let's continue with the Q&A session with presenters from SMK TEBOBON. So the first question for you is, why is it imperative to pursue research on enhancing cluster houses in comparison to other types of houses?
Thank you, Aidan, for the question. The significance of conducting further investigation into the enhancement of cluster houses arises from their affordability as a form of landed housing. By addressing the issue of overheating in cluster houses, their habitability can be improved rendering them more comfortable for occupants and ultimately elevating the welfare of the population. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Khadija, for the question, just for the answer just now. That was such an informative answer, and I think you did a great job. And how about you, Daphne? Do you have any questions for the presenters?
Of course. So, girls, how can the integration of solar power, insulation, and exhaust system in cluster house that you design impact the quality of life and well-being of people living in cluster house?
Thank you for that question. The integration of solar power, insulation, and exhaust system in cluster houses design can improve the quality of life for residents.
Yes, I agree with you. The reason for that is solar power reduces the reliance on traditional energy sources and improve overall financial well-being, while insulation and exhaust system improve air quality, reduce noise pollution, and provide a more comfortable living environment.
Not only that, this fosters a sense of community among residents and promote social well-being, creating a positive living experience.
Thank you for the alignment just now. I think that was such a clear explanation.
And yes, that's right, Daphne. Here we can see that the Elevating Cluster Housing Project is a very innovative and creative project. Not only that, it is also very beneficial and well thought out, as it introduces a way to overcome a problem faced in everyday life, and it focuses on improving the standard of living and bringing greater goods to the world. And so, I'd like to congratulate the presentation and also Sarah Alia, who cannot be joining us in today's presentation. And that is going to conclude this amazing. I'm sorry for the mistake just now. I forgot to unmute my mic. So, yeah, let me repeat what I said just now. Here we can see that the Elevating Cluster Housing Project is a very innovative and creative project. Not only that, it is very beneficial and well thought out, as it introduces a new way to solve a problem faced in everyday life, and it focuses on improving the standard of living and bringing greater good. Again, I would like to congratulate all three presentators from SMK TEBOBON, and also to Sarah Alia, who is not able to join us in today's program. And that is going to conclude the amazing presentation from our friends from SMK TEBOBON.
Good job, girls.
And yeah, once again, congratulations to Sarah, Nastatin, Sabrina, and Khadija. Also to teacher Salwa binti Matmatar for the presentation just now.
All right. Next, we would like to welcome Aisyah Sofia binti Osman, Nadziatul Hazirah binti Sayadin, and Azwa Nida binti Abdul Naim from SMK Perempuan LIKAS. They will be presenting a project called Importance of a Balanced Diet. Please give a warm welcome to Aisyah, Nadziatul, and Azwa.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to the moderators. Hello everybody and good morning. I'm Azwanida and I am a Form 5 student from SMK Perempuan LIKAS. I'm here to present our group project about the awareness of the importance of a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle. The objective of this project is to study the awareness of young people, focusing the students of our school on practicing balanced diet and physical fitness. Generally, the most common issue on unbalance among young people is obesity. Obesity statistics in Malaysia are getting scarier by the day. Quoting the statement by the Deputy Health Ministry, Dato Dr. Nur Azmi Ghazali in News Straits Times, dated March 25, 2022. He said, based on the National Health and Morbidity Survey, which is conducted every 4 years, 15.1% of Malaysians were overweight, with 19.7% of them facing obesity in 2019. This means that 1 in 2 adults is now overweight. As for children, 13 of those ages between 5 or 13 years are obese. Why are we concerned chronic diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular disease? Examples of food that can cause obesity are fried food, processed food, and fast food, which is favored mostly by young people. In order to learn more about this, we have done a project which including questionnaire form, data collection, and data analyzing to understand the awareness. And now, my friend Aisha Sofia will share more about this project.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. I'm Aisha Sophia binti Osman from SMK Perempuan LIKAS Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. In order to conduct this project, we are required to prepare a workfolio in group about ways of overcoming obesity problem at school level. Obesity among students in school are increasing, and this is related to improper eating and unhealthy lifestyle. Based on that, we have to conduct an investigation on the obesity problem among students in school. We also have to relate to the consumption of processed foods and junk foods. Lastly, we have suggested 2 ways to overcome this problem at school level, which later will be explained more by a friend of mine. Next, we did a data collection, and we have prepared a questionnaire form to distribute it to 15 random respondents among our students in SMK Perempuan LIKAS. From these respondents, we have collected this data. So based on this BMI reference, we have classified the data into 4 categories, which is underweight, normal, overweight, and obese. Next, based on the bar graph projected from the data analysis, we can see that there is 6.7% of underweight students, 60% of normal students, 13.3% of overweight students, and 20% of obese students. Hence, most of our respondents have a normal BMI. However, based on the survey, most of the respondents have an issue on practicing an unhealthy eating habits, lack of exercise, consumption of junk food, and 40% of the students are not practicing a balanced diet. Students, is 40% alarming? Of course, because poor nutrition is linked to low energy levels, decreasing in the ability to concentrate, and has a higher vulnerability to common illness. In addition, children also experience the most profound effect, and this include of delayed motor development, greater degree of behavioral problems, and poorer social skills, decreasing of attention, deficient learning, and lower educational achievement, which is very crucial for our learning development. As a student, practicing a balanced diet is very important for our learning development. To talk more about this, I'll pass to my friend Nat. Thank you.
My name is Nazratul Hasina, and I'm also a Form 5 student of SMKPL. I will finalize the presentation today. As we can see, based on the survey data, Most of our students, more respondents fall only normal BMI, which is good. But referring to the questionnaire answers, most of the respondents have an issue of unhealthy eating habits, unbalanced diet, lack of exercise, and consumption of junk food. Due to this, we can assume that awareness on practicing balanced diet and physical fitness among our students are fairly poor. In order to create more awareness, our group came up with a suggestion to educate students to be practicing a healthier diet and lifestyle. The co-awareness program or plan are Fabulous and Active Life Healthy Body. Fabulous is a personal diet journal where you set your daily total calorie requirement and plan your daily meal based on the list given. It is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Active Life Healthy Body is a fitness checklist that can be customized to a 5-minute or 10 minutes workout to fit your daily fitness requirement. Therefore, we hope that this simple and fun product will increase awareness and interest among students of SMK Perempuan LIKAS to practice a healthier balanced diet and to maintain physical fitness for a healthier lifestyle. That's all from us. Thank you for the opportunity for us to share the experience on doing this project.
Wow, I'm impressed. That was such an amazing presentation, right, Adan?
Yes, I agree with you, Daphne.
Thank you to Aisha, Naziatul, and Azwa for the very informative and insightful sharing.
And hello, Aisha, can you hear us?
Yes, Aiden.
Okay, now we are going to move on into the Q&A session where all of the audience members are welcome to ask questions to the presenter.
Before we move on, I actually want to take this opportunity to ask you a question. Aisha, are you ready to answer my question?
Yes, Devin.
Aisha, why is food important?
Well, as you know, food is one of the basic necessity of life. It is important because it is essential for our existence.
I see. Thank you for answering my questions. Aidan, do you have a question?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I really wanted to ask this since the first second I heard about the presentation title. So, Aisha, what happens if we don't practice a balanced diet?
Well, when we don't practice a balanced diet, this will affect our body function and will lead to many diseases such as obese and hypertension. That's all.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. If we don't practice a balanced diet, it will affect our health in a negative way. And I must say, it is very admirable for you to attend the webinar today alone because Najatul and Azwa couldn't make it into joining us today. So,
Okay, thank you.
That will conclude the presentation from SMK Perempuan LIKAS. Thank you again to Aisha, Naziatul, and Azwa for the presentation just now. We will also like to thank the teacher advisor Puan BV G. Bonar and Puan Elina Tony.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing the presentation from SMK Perempuan LIKAS, let us start practice a balanced diet from today. Shall we, Aidan? Do you think it is important?
Yes, definitely. I think we all have benefit a lot from joining this program today.
Yeah, we could know the importance of practicing a balanced food diet.
Yes.
But before we move on with today's program, Aidan, do you have anything to remind the audience members that they may have or may not have forgotten?
Oh, yes. A friendly reminder to all of the audience members, the link to the attendance form will be available in the description box and the chat box below. Peringatan mesra kepada semua hadirin dan hadirat sekalian, pautan atau link borang kehadiran boleh dijumpai di kotak deskripsi ataupun di live chat. And now, before we move on, I actually have a question for you, Daphne.
What is this, Ellen?
Do you know what is a water dispenser?
A water dispenser? Of course, yes. Water dispenser is a necessity for every household.
But I bet you didn't know about this. Do you know that we can actually make our own water dispenser?
Really? I didn't know that. I'm definitely intrigued.
Well, we will surely find out how after we welcome the next presenter, Daisy Nila from SMK LIKAS. It seems that the presenter from SMK LIKAS have some problem with the internet connection. So while we wait for the presenter to arrive, Daphne, I actually have a question for you about today. So earlier today, we have officially started the exams for the midterm, the midterm exam that have started today. As I remember, you are always on the top of the school. You're always the best student, and I have a question for you. How do you how do you maintain to study and keep up with all of the other school activities that you are joining?
Thank you for the questions, Aidan. Actually, it is a very good opportunity also for me to share with the audience member how I manage my timetable and my life routine. So actually, I never put studies behind. I actually prioritize my study, and despite joining any other school activities or competitions or maybe programs, I always prioritize my study, which means that even I have to spend time or even I have to uh, put some time or like dedicate my time to prepare myself for the activities or joining the competition, I would always take time or I would always dedicate a special time for me to study, especially during the weekend or during night when I am free. So this is just a gentle reminder to everyone that if you are busy, and to you too, Aidan, if you are busy with,
Yes.
with joining any other activities or any other programs and competition, you should never ignore your studies because we as a student, education is our top priority. So that's all from me, Aidan. Thank you.
Yeah, that's actually a very great answer from you, Daphne. As a fellow friend and as a fellow student as well, I do admire you a lot. And it seems like Jazzy from, and she is gone again.
It's okay, Aidan. They're having technical problem. Let's give them some more time.
Yeah, and I also would like to ask the audience members to be patient while we wait for Jazzy from SMK LIKAS. Hmm.
Understood.
Okay, it looks like they're here.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello,
Can
Daisy?
you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
You can continue with the presentation now.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and good evening to all. My name is Daisy Nila Farhana and I'm from SMK LIKAS. So today I'll be telling you guys about my water dispenser, which is guided by my teacher, Mrs. Audrey Valerina. Before I started, do you know what water dispenser is? Because if you don't, please stick with me until the end. So basically, water dispenser is a device that, as its name implies, I'm sorry. So basically, water dispenser is, as its name implies, a device that dispenses water. It is a device that makes the water more accessible and provides access to drinking water. Nowadays, we are facing heat waves in Malaysia. As a precaution, people are advised to drink more water to stay hydrated. Do you know that there's a man who lives in a house that does not have enough space, so he can't store many bottles of water? So I figured out some solution to solve these problems. Firstly, create a water dispenser to easily access the drinking water. Secondly, create a water dispenser that can be filled with a lot of water. Anyway, I made my own DIY water dispenser at home, and the materials that I used are wood board, cardboard, plastic water bottle, a cup, multi-purpose glue, cloth tape, straw, and knife. It cost me RM14 for 2 cardboards, 19 ringgits for wood boards, and 7 ringgits for uhu glue. The total cost is 54 ringgits. But most materials can also be obtained from recycled materials. So the process of making this water dispenser are make a cube shape using 10 times 6 cm and 9 times 6 cm cardboards. Secondly, stick the best on one of the cardboards. Thirdly, glue the second cardboards over the best cardboard. Fourthly, make a small front side of cover cardboard through which a straw can pass. Fifth, make a hole of size of plastic bottle on top of the cardboard. The cover cardboard. Six, make a small hole on the plastic bottle as the size of a straw and glue it with the multi-purpose glue. If you have glue gun at home, you can also use it. Seventh, glue the top cardboard following the back part of cover cardboard. Finally, a water dispenser is ready to use. To be more clear, I made a video on how I make my own DIY water dispenser at home. I hope this helps. Um,
Is everything all right over there, Diazi? Okay, so while we wait for the video, let's look at the chat for a little bit.
Aidan, it seems like the technical team needs some time to prepare to show the video.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yes, I'm sorry for the technical issue.
It's
I hope you
okay.
guys can give us
Yes,
some
please,
time.
just take your time and relax.
Okay, let's not worry about it.
Punya line sana. Punya line. Jadi punya line.
Daisy?
Yes?
While we were waiting for the video, can we have a little chit chat?
Excuse me. Your voice is not that clear. Wait, yeah? I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. Can you increase the volume? Okay. Pardon me again.
Can you hear me now?
I can, but the volume is not that loud, so.
Okay, so can we have a little chit chat while we were waiting for the video?
Yes.
So Daisy, how are you doing?
Excuse me, did you ask me how am I doing?
Yes, I do.
Thank you for the question. I'm good. How about you?
I feel fine. I'm fine. How about you, Aidan? How are you doing?
Yes, I do feel really good today. And
Yeah.
Daisy, you don't have to worry about anything. Just take your time, and we will watch the video together when it is up on air.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be patient while the technical team is preparing the video.
Okay.
Okay, I'm continuing my.
Let us not worry about it. Can I continue my project?
Oh yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, sure. Go on.
So I would like to talk about the beauty of this product. Firstly, wait, yeah. This water dispenser can be great to store water. It is easy to add filter in this water dispensary. Besides, there will be no wastage of water as it do not leaks or flows when the lid is closed. And it does not require a plumbing connection and can be placed literally anywhere. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I actually, while looking at the chat earlier, I actually saw one question that popped up in the comments. It is from Miss Carol. She asks you if all of the students are involved into making
I'm
this
sorry,
project.
I couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
Teacher, I cannot hear.
Daisy,
Do all students involved in this project? Do all no, I am the only one who made this project by myself. But yes.
it's okay, just
Oh,
continue.
What?
You can just continue.
yes, Daisy actually mentioned that she is the only one who made this project on her
Yes,
own,
yes, yes.
which is very
True, true.
admirable. I really do respect the efforts you put into making this project.
Yes.
And now, Daisy, are you ready for the Q&A session?
What? Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the first question. I would actually like to ask you, how did you come up with this idea to make this water dispenser? Let's go to the first question. I would actually like to ask you, how did you come up with this idea to make this water dispenser?
Thank you for the question, Heather. So I came up with this idea because not all people can afford to buy their own water dispenser or even water cooler such as Kowei, Kuku at home. So why don't we create our own water dispenser? And besides, it doesn't cost us a lot of money. We can use recycled materials that we have at home.
Yes, I do agree with you, Daisy. Creating a water dispenser that is cost effective. And how about you, Daphne? Do you have any question for Daisy?
Yes, of course I do. So, Daisy, what is the weakness of your water dispenser?
Thank you again for the question, Heather, Daphne. So the weakness of this product are it does not have water filter, so it needs to be checked from time to time whether the water is clean and whether the water condition is clean and still can be drink. Because because we need to drink clear water, healthy water, so our body won't get sick. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the answer just now. It is very clear. It is a very clear explanation. Aidan, do you have any more questions for Daisy?
Yes, I actually have one final question for Daisy. So, what is the design concept that you applied into the water dispenser?
The main concept is pressure and gravity. The gravity value is 9.807 ms. When we open the lid, the air pressure will press the water, so the water will flow itself. And when we close the lid, the air pressure is absent, so the water won't flow anymore.
Wow, that's very interesting to listen. And once again, thank you, Daisy, for presenting the amazing project. Even though we faced some troubles along the way, I think you did a very great job. And yeah, congratulations to you. So, yeah, once again, we would like to give our thanks to Daisy Nila from SMK LIKAS and her teacher advisor, teacher Oji Florena Fin Majilis, for preparing the insightful presentation just now. We hope this project will bring light to the world and benefit the users.
Congratulations, Daisy.
Yeah.
Okay,
You did a great job.
thank you. Before I end it, I'd like to take this opportunity to for a hearty appreciation to my brilliant principal, Puan Fauzia binti Haji Janal, and the school authorities and executive members of this webinar series and programs. Thank you, Aiden and Daphne.
Yes, welcome.
And that concludes the presentation from SMK LIKAS. We are very sorry for the technical problem just now. Presenting online is very exciting for us. It is a great learning experience for us despite all of the challenges, so please bear with us.
Yes, but mari kita teruskan lagi dengan program kita pada hari ini. Kini kita telah sampai ke sesi pembentangan yang terakhir. Dengan itu, marilah kita menjemput Muhammad Aril Ryan bin Mazlan dari SRK Lokyuk Likas dengan projeknya iaitu Perigi DIY. Dipersilakan adik Aril.
Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera, salam Malaysia madani. Nama saya Muhammad Aril Ryan bin Mazlan. Saya dari sekolah SRK Lokyuk Likas dan dari 6 murni. Ini ialah projek STEM saya yang bernama Perigi DIY. Saya menggunakan bahan-bahan seperti penutup botol, lidi, batang aiskrim, kotak, kertas warna, polisterina, dan lain-lain. Saya juga telah menggunakan glue gun dan double tape untuk mencantumkan bahan-bahan ini. Dalam projek Perigi DIY ini, saya mengaplikasikan dua jenis mesin likas iaitu takal dan roda dan gandar. Takal ialah sejenis mesin likas yang terdiri daripada roda yang mempunyai alur dan mengelilingi bulatannya di bibir roda tersebut. Alur menempatkan tali yang bersambung dengan beban pada satu hujung lagi. Ini adalah roda dan gandar yang dipasang selari dengan pusat roda. Mesin likas ini dapat membantu mengangkat air di dalam perigi ini. Secara kesimpulannya, mesin likas ini dapat membantu dan memudahkan kerja manusia. Itu saja pembentangan saya pada hari ini. Saya berharap agar kawan-kawan dapat ilmu baru. Sekian, terima kasih.
Wah, terima kasih Aril atas pembentangan itu sebentar tadi. Banyak informasi baru yang dapat kami pelajari. Kini, masa yang ditunggu-tunggu. Saya ingin mengumumkan bahwa sesi soal jawab dibuka. Para penonton dialu-alukan untuk mengajukan soalan berkenaan dengan proyek ini. Baiklah Aidan, sebelum itu, adakah kamu mempunyai soalan untuk Aril?
Ya, adik Aril, boleh dengar kami?
Boleh.
Ya, Aril, apa kabar?
Sihat.
Sihat, okey, bagus. Aril, bersedia sudahkah untuk jawab soalan yang akan abang bagi selepas ni? Okey. Okey, jadi Aril, abang ada satu soalan, iaitu apakah perbezaan menimba air menggunakan takal dengan menimba air tanpa menggunakan takal?
Terima kasih untuk soalan tadi. Jawapan saya untuk soalan tadi adalah menimba air lebih mudah dan daya yang digunakan adalah kurang berbanding jika tidak menggunakan takal. Tanpa takal, kerja air lebih berat dan melambatkan.
Wah. Ya, terima kasih Aril atas jawapan yang sangat jelas sebentar tadi. Dan saya juga ada satu lagi soalan untuk Aril, iaitu bagaimanakah roda dan gandar dapat membantu menyelesaikan kerja seperti menimba air perigi dan seperti menimba air perigi.
Baiklah, untuk soalan ini, roda dan gandar berputar dan ia akan menggerakkan takal untuk mengangkat air dalam timba.
Ya, terima kasih Aril atas jawapan sebentar tadi. Daphne, kamu pula macam mana? Adakah kamu punya sebarang pertanyaan kepada Aril?
Ya, Aril, saya tertanya-tanya, selain daripada penggunaan sistem takal dan roda dan gandar, adakah mesin lain yang boleh ditambah pada perigi DIY bagi mengurangkan beban kerja?
Selain takal, roda dan gandar, kita juga boleh menggunakan gear dan digabungkan dengan elektrikal bagi mempercepatkan kerja mengangkat air.
Oh, begitu. Saya ada satu soalan lagi. Selain daripada perigi, di manakah kita dapat melihat dua mesin ini?
Selain daripada perigi, dua mesin ini dapat ditemui pada kereta dan kren.
Begitu. Terima kasih Aril atas jawapan yang sangat jelas sebentar tadi.
Sama-sama.
Ya, Aril. Sebenarnya saya ada satu lagi soalan untuk Aril. Bagaimanakah proses pembuatan perigi DIY ini? Adakah ia bermanfaat kepada Aril? Adakah ia seronok? Macam mana pengalaman Aril untuk membuat projek ini?
Untuk perigi ini, saya juga dapat ilmu daripada mesin-mesin tersebut.
Oh, gitu. Ya, terima kasih Aril atas pembentangan projek perigi DIY yang sangat menarik sebentar tadi. Projek itu sememangnya mendedahkan kita kepada pelbagai informasi baru yang menarik. Tahniah juga diucapkan kepada guru pembimbing Puan Merah Hidayawati binti Rajam atas pembentangan sebentar tadi. Syabas, Aril.
Terima kasih.
Once again, we would like to share our gratitude and say congratulate and thank you to all the presenters for showing a respectable amount of effort, dedication and creativity.
Now, if you look at the time, it seems that we are getting closer to the end of our webinar for today. We would like to spend more time sharing creative inventions with you guys, but unfortunately, we will have to meet at a later time. Aidan, would you like to do the honor of presenting the certificates?
Yes, thank you, Daphne. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the e-certificates.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like make me win every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the
Yeah, and that concludes the presentation of the e-certificates for today's webinar. And for the last time, we would like to congratulate everyone who were a part of this amazing program for today. Thank you to all of the students, the teachers, and our amazing audience for today. Without you guys, the program wouldn't be the same. And even though we have faced some problem along the way, many people have come through and gave supports to us and motivation. We hope that all of us have learned something beneficial today, and we hope that today's program will inspire more youngsters to invent bigger and better things to benefit the world.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the patience just now. We hope you have a great time with us. On behalf of PPD Kota Kinabalu and SMK TEBOBON, we would like to thank all the teachers, advisors of each participating school, and to our lovely audience member for today. My name is Daphne Jessel Jackson.
And my name is Aidan Ronan Shah. We hope to see you in the future webinar STEM is Fun from students to students. Everyone, stay safe and have a great day.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hope to see you again.